In 2025, I went for a run every single day. Why? I don't know. With my reasoning out of the way, what were the ground rules? What constitutes a run? For me, that was bare minimum 1 mile. That's it. Maximum, however far your stompers wanted to go that day. I didn't want to be too specific with the requirements, like how fast your pace had to be, or if indoor treadmills would count or not. I would hate for the challenge to be ruined because I got a light injury or I was traveling in an unsafe area and couldn't run outside. So nothing specific, but if you wanted a pace, just hustle. Just hustle. What were the biggest hurdles that I faced? You might think the biggest issues would be the knee pain or the consistency, but honestly, those weren't terrible. For the consistency, I honestly started by just running before my brain even knew what was happening in the morning. After that, I just knew I had to run at least 1 mile, even on my worst days. For the knee pains, I was trying a whole lot of stuff for the first couple months, like different braces or KT tape. But honestly, the biggest thing that helped me was just accepting that it's going to hurt, but do everything I can to fix it, right? So that's good equipment, stretching, resistance training, but there's gonna be some pain there. And now I don't know if it's just mental, but I don't really feel the knee pain like that anymore. So we're good. So instead of talking about those points more, I will tell you these hurdles 3. Number 1, the time zone. When traveling, usually time zones aren't too big of an issue. The other side of this country is only like 3 hours, right? And even the UK, pretty far away, right? But that's only 5 hours ahead. So time zones weren't really on my mind as a big hurdle until we went to Japan. Amazing trip. 13 hours ahead is a little much. 13? Editor? Well, so after some thinking, I used 100% of my brain and came up with the plan. For me not to miss my daily run, I got up at 3:30 a.m. and went for a quick mile in the neighborhood before my flight. Then some 30 or so odd hours later, we hit some bed rest and I hit my morning run in Kyoto at 6 a.m., which translated to my home time zone at 7 p.m. 7 p.m.? I'm still doing that thinking thing. Shoot, even on the day we had to go back, I realized I had to do a run in the airport before we got on the plane back to the States. I didn't want to be the crazy guy running laps on the airplane. Let's be the crazy guy running laps in the airport instead. New rule. The daily run will count as long as it matches the home time zone. Number 2, the inconvenience. There were multiple times over the course of this run where I realized, gotta get my run in. This resulted in a couple of runs, like the aforementioned running in the airport or running fully clothed on the beach in winter. I'm sure I could have mitigated this if I planned it better, but I don't know, sometimes it was fun to be running somewhere unexpected, like in the Botanical Garden cliffside on the other side of the country, or running along the eastern shore counting the odd number of horseshoe crabs along the coast. That was odd. So new rule, be flexible. Number 3. I've been sick for a little while now, and I got some blood work done on Christmas Eve after it got bad enough. We ended up going to my folks on Christmas Day, and I got a call from the nurse at the clinic, and she said, "Hey, you have to go to the hospital right now." And I said,
"What do you mean by that?"
I'm not going to bore you guys with any of those details here, but it did really make me worried that at any point I could have failed this challenge because something would take me out of commission. And it would be so heartbreaking if it was 1 week before the challenge would be over. So new rule, just finish, man. Another week of running and December 31st arrives. We do a 5-miler on the boardwalk and it had me thinking, what now? This whole challenge started with a single run that turned into another and another until I said, I guess I'll keep going? Honestly, that's how I stopped drinking soda in like middle school. I just realized I wasn't drinking soda a couple months into the year. So I did it for Lent and then I just kept going and then I did the whole year. And that kind of gets me thinking about now, 2026. I think I'm just gonna keep going. So if you're interested in this running every day thing, I've talked to a couple friends and people that were interested. So here's the 3 tips I'll leave you with. Number 1, invest in good equipment. I cannot sing enough praises about the Saucony Triumph line. The Saucony Triumph 20s got me into Saucony, and then I did 2 pairs of 22s right now in my rotation, and those have eradicated my knee pains. But that's what works for me. Go to your local running store and get fitted because what works for me might not work for you. That said, Saucony, if you want to, shoot me some goodies or maybe even a coupon code like Scoots20, Number 2, stretch. Super important. Just a few moments before your run, hit a couple of those leg swings, hit a couple of ham and quad stretches. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. 10 seconds each muscle group. That was good enough for at least what I was doing, which was, a couple miles, if not just 1 mile. Either way, I'm doing the same stretches. 3, listen to your body. You have any weird aches or pains? How's your heart feeling? More often than not, I'm looking at my heart rate for my runs, just to make sure it was within spec. To calculate my target heart rate, I would do 220 minus my age to get a baseline figure, and then do like 80% of that, maybe a little more if I was gonna be finishing the race and just run my heart out. I'm not a professional, so that's my disclaimer, big disclaimer, I'm not a professional. But that's what worked for me, and that's what I'm doing. Honestly, just get out there and run. You don't have to run a 10K. You can just do a mile. You could do less than that if you want to. You could just run around the block of your neighborhood, and that's something. Starting anything at all is better than never getting to it in the first place. So good luck if you're gonna give this a go, or even just start running at all. And I know it's the end of January, but Happy New Year.